Get ready with me to do my makeup how I normally wouldn't do it. So normally I just start with my basic skin prep and then I just go right into base. And if you've been following me, you know I'm not a primer girl. But if I had to choose one primer, it would definitely be the e.l.f. Power Grip or the Jelly Pop. Now usually I would just start to cover up my acne and then go in with foundation. Then I start to go in with my bronzers, my blushes, all that good stuff. And then I finally do my brows. And I'm very much into the filled in brow. I'm not really a soapy, fluffy brow kind of girl. And thank goodness ColourPop sent me their brow soap because I would have nothing else. Honestly, I don't even really know how to do this, but I think I'm just going to coat my brow hairs back and forth. I don't know, I see a lot of people doing this. To make sure that soap is really in there, I guess. And I know you can probably barely see my hairs, but I'm just going to brush those hairs up. And my golly, do I look scary. Now, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just going to, like, flatten them, I guess. Oh my god. I guess that's good enough because, I mean, they're flat. Okay, I kind of got ahead of myself and went ahead and shaped the brows. But now I'm going to be using this double-ended SheGlam brow pen and just making hair-like strokes, I guess. Okay, I seriously cannot tell if these look really good or really bad, but I feel like it'll look a lot better once I clean it up. And for the concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS Soft Matte Pot Concealer in Light 1. Then using the leftover concealer, I'm just making skin-like strokes, just to make those hair-like strokes stand out a bit more. But now instead of doing the base, I'm going to do eyeshadow, and I'm just priming those lids with the concealer instead. So I think I'm going to do a smoked out wing liner, and to make sure it's as clean as possible, I am going to apply some tape, because I never do that. Usually when I'm done with the eyeshadow, I just take a concealer brush and for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Michaela Pot 2 Glam Light eyeshadow palette. Like, these colors are literally stunning. Going in with that tea time shade, and I'm just going to create a really small wing and smoke it out just a little bit. And since I always do one at a time, well, today we're doing both. Then I'm taking these two brown shades that I don't know how to pronounce and layering them on top of each other and smoking it out. Then that's when I go in with my fluffy brush and I just blend it all out. I mean, you can just tell the difference, blended and not blended. And to really spice up this smoky eyeliner, I'm going to be taking my Fenty Pro Filter Powder Foundation and putting that all over my lid space so A, it doesn't crease, and B, I'm going to put it just a little bit in that little crease where it folds, kind of like a half cut crease. Ish. And using that leftover eyeshadow, I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit, very, very softly. Okay, now that the eyes are done, it's time for the really fun part and removing this tape. Okay, but like, why did I stop doing this? Because that gets me every time. And now for the base, I am a full coverage girl, but not today. So I'm gonna be going in with this Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet Smooth Effect Makeup. I don't know anything about Chanel. I've never owned anything Chanel, but I did get it in gratis at work, so let's try it out. Also, I never apply my foundation with my hands, so we're doing that today as well. Oh, it's a little dark. It's a little dark. Maybe blending it out with a sponge will help pick up some product. Okay, I went ahead and added just a little bit of my lightest concealer just to lighten up the face, as well as shearing it out a bit. And since we all know I love a good bronzer, today I'm doing contour. And we're gonna go really light. Using a dense brush to pack that product in. I honestly don't know why I never use contour because so far this really isn't looking that bad. Also, what can I say? I'm a Barbie pink blush kind of girl. So I'm gonna use my ColourPop Cheek Dew. This is not only the darkest blush I own, but the lightest coverage, which is what exactly we're going for today. And almost always I go a little heavy with the blush. I don't know what to say, blush is my thing. As well as applying it to the apple of my cheek, but today we're gonna stay on the high points of our cheekbone. Okay, but like so far this color is actually super pretty. I mean, I'm trying really hard not to go down to the apple of my cheek. Now for concealer, which I never do after blush, I'm going to apply the minimal amount. Literally just one dot. Ooh, that was a little too much. I also see a lot of people applying it in these spots and I never do that either, so And I'm going to blend it out with my fingers first. I've never done this. This feels incredibly wrong. I also never bake under my eyes, but I do under my cheek. So we're doing the opposite. Wiping off that bake that I know I'm going to regret doing. Just a touch of highlight on my cheeks only. But like, honestly, why is this giving so far? I almost never line my lips and I got a whole bunch of new lip liners, so I really want to try them out. These are the Essence lip liners. I really love these because they're super creamy. I bet you thought I was going to line my lips how I normally do, huh? I'm going to draw a line straight across. And of course we gotta overline because your girl has no lips. But today, I will. Then I'm just using my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream because I almost never wear a nude lip. Starting to think I picked the wrong lip liner for this lipstick. Now for the mascara, I do this sometimes. I like to apply it on the outer part of my lashes instead of the inner corner. But usually I do a full thing of lashes. Now for this next part, I've never liked on me, and that is doing my bottom lashes. Also, just so y'all know, that is a pimple. That is not my lip, okay? Okay. And for the last step, I never tightline my eyes. I do the waterline almost all the time, but just recently have I started doing the tightline and it feels crazy. And since I didn't apply any mascara, I am going to tightline in this inner corner. Also, I'm using the leftover eyeshadow and just running that through the lower lash, but not too much. And here's the final look. Okay, but like the brows are growing on me. Okay, but like seriously, I'm obsessed with how this turned out. And it was so much fun to try something different. That's what I love about makeup. You can literally do whatever you want.